Hi and welcome to Tigtag CLIL. Tigtag CLIL is a resource full of award-winning science and geography videos and lessons for ages 7 to 11. In this video, I will show you how to navigate the site and how you can use the lesson plans and learning materials to support your students. This is the front page of CLIL. So first I'll show you how to navigate and find your lessons. First, you'll find the lessons that you viewed last and the lesson that follows on from that, as well as the full topic that those lessons are included in. If you're looking for a specific topic, you can use the search bar here. Just type in a keyword and hit search. To browse by subject, just go to this green button that says Find Lessons and then choose either Mind Map or Topics. If I click Mind Map, I get this view. I can then choose between these 4 topics or subjects. Click into one of them and then you'll find lots of subtopics. You can then narrow it down until you find the lesson you need. Like this one here. You can work through these topics in order with your class, or you can pick and choose as you see fit. I'll just quickly show you what the topics view looks like. So if I go to Find Lessons here and then Topics, here you'll see all the topics listed as well as the subtopics. And you can just click through and choose your lesson this way. You might have noticed the language view under the Find Lessons button. This is an add-on feature that gives you the option to add videos in different languages like Arabic and Chinese. If you want to find out more about this, just contact your sales rep for more information. Now let's have a look at the lesson page. So I'm going to choose Life Processes this time. And then I'll go into Living Processes. And I'll choose Living Things. All lessons are structured around videos. The real-world footage and graphics of the videos help students engage with what they're learning and help them understand the language better. A lesson has 2 or 3 main videos. This one has 1 curriculum film and 1 context film. Curriculum films cover the key learning points of international curricula. Meanwhile, context videos ground learning points in real-world examples and encourage students to connect what they learn to what they can see in the world around them. Videos are available in simplified and standard English. Let's have a look at this film here to see what that looks like. Before you play the video, you can choose between standard and simplified English, and then click play. While you're playing the video, you can also easily toggle captions and voiceover. Just hover over the globe symbol here to swap between English and simplified English for the voiceover, or hover over the CC symbol to turn on and off captions or swap between British English and simplified English. Underneath the video, you'll also find the transcript for both simplified English and standard English. And to the right, you'll find some information about the film and the key learning points. To go back to the lesson page, you can either hit the return arrow in your browser or you can click Explore More Resources under the video. Each lesson also has a number of tidbit videos. These videos are short, they're usually around 30 seconds to a minute, and they encourage fun, active learning with games and exercises like True or False, Odd One Out, What's the Noise, Spot the Difference, and other things. One great feature of Tigtag CLIL is Present This Lesson. You can get to this from the main lesson page and from any of the activity pages. You'll just use this purple Present This Lesson button in the top right corner. This is a great way to share the resources with your class as you teach. And this will look like this, so you can easily access the videos, and when you click this button here, you also get access to all of the learning resources. To get back to the main lesson page, just click these arrows here. Now let's move on to the background supporting learning materials. Every CLIL lesson comes with lots of support materials, all written in clear and simple English. Under background, you will find helpful prep for teachers, as well as supportive learning materials like a glossary and a phrase bank. If I click into learning objectives, I will still be able to see the rest of the background info on the left. Learning objectives include what the students should learn by the end of this topic, a breakdown of the key content as well as the key language. The glossary provides you with explanations of the words used in the lesson as well as pronunciation guides. Just click this symbol here to hear the words spoken aloud. The phrase bank helps students learn how to construct different phrases and sentences. They'll have different options of ways that they can construct a sentence using these words. This is great for printing and handing out as homework or classwork. Under what you need to know, you'll find the main info that you as a teacher should know before teaching the lesson. Let's go back to all lesson materials and have a look at the main lesson activities. Under activities, you'll find the main lesson plan divided into different activities. You can see how long each activity should take. And you can either pick the activities you prefer to do or you can go through them all in an order. You have a starter activity to introduce the topic, 1 or 2 film activities which revolve around the lesson films, a communicative activity that encourages language acquisition, a practical activity or a project, and a review activity using the interactive films and questions. If I click into the starter activity, I'll still see the rest of the activities on the left-hand side, and I'll see all the instructions for the activity here. You can also print the instructions using this button here up in the right-hand corner. If we click through these activities, we'll find everything we need for each, including resources, which might be activity sheets that you need to print and hand out, as well as films that you want to play. To go back, you just click All Lesson Materials. Under the activities, you have some language resources. These will help your students get comfortable with new words. So we have flashcards, games, visuals, and transcript gap fills. Let's have a look at each of them. Flashcards let students practice words from the unit. When you click in, you'll have to click Present this lesson up in the right. That allows you to click through the language resources up here, and you can also get access to the films if you need those. To use the flashcards game, you can first choose the settings. You can either show the word first or the definition first, and you can also pick which words you want to include, or you can use all the words. I'm going to do show words first and then include all words. I then click Start. This button here plays out the word aloud so that you can be sure about the pronunciation. And this button reveals the answer after your students have guessed. And then you can just browse through these using the arrows. You can then navigate to the other resources up here, or you can just click here to go back to the main page. I'll just click the word game from here. The word game allows you to reveal an image by answering questions. Students practice the word knowledge at the same time as learning more about science. If I click Start Game, I'll get a question here. And as I answer these, we'll see the image being revealed. Now let's go to the visuals. These are used throughout the lesson activities, but they can also be accessed here. They help your students connect words or facts with the real world. I'm going to use these arrows to go back, so I can show you the transcript gap fill. This is best used printed, and you can do it as a listening activity or a reading activity. As you scroll down, you'll find a standard English version and a simplified version of the transcript, both with words missing. You also find an easy and a hard version of both. This can be printed and handed out to your students, and you'll also find a teacher's copy which has the answers out. The way you use this is either you give students a transcript and then play the film, and you ask them to listen out for the missing words and write down what they hear. Or you give students a transcript before the film and ask them to try to fill in the missing words before watching the film. Then you play the film and the students can see if they got it right. So those are the language resources that will help your students learn new vocabulary and improve their English. If we go back to all lesson materials and scroll down, we'll find assessment under the language resources. This includes a content quiz and a glossary quiz. You can also easily get to these from the Present Your Lesson view. These quizzes can be printed or they can be done online, and they allow you to check how much your students have learned. If you have any questions about how to use Tigtag CLIL, just contact us using the email address in the description box below.